Personally, I've been keen to research this topic for quite some time now, having come from a swimming background, watched the advancements in the pool, seen how that's translated into open water, seen a lot of the differences and some of the similarities into what's available and what's possible. I think the purpose is to explore the different styles of recovery, and obviously people now have a choice. Now the wetsuits are a lot thinner. We're not just left with one style of recovery due to the restrictions. There is a choice now. So the article that accompanies this really looks more into the pros and cons of both styles of generally accepted good technique, the styles of recovery for both. But what we can do with this video is to actually look at the method of what is not so good, what is quite damaging to your front crawl. And given the idea, I'm a fan of the idea that the stroke can be used to keep you swimming straight, and obviously that is absolutely critical for open water. The shortest way or the quickest way to a open water swim PB is to just swim the race course distance, but obviously that's not easy. If we look at the body position being thrown around with this low sweeping movement, you can see how easy it could be to just add several hundred meters to a 1500 meter swim as you deviate off course, forced into sighting excessively, slowing the pace. Just some footage being shown now, how some of the older myths may be dispelled. I was certainly under the illusion that a straight arm recovery would be able to rotate through a lot quicker, but in fact, because of the shorter distance that the high elbow recovery takes, in fact it's quite the opposite, which was a surprise. So here we go from the back of the stroke. If you're going to go with that straight arm recovery, you've got to try to keep the hands up and over the shoulders. High elbow recovery, again, you want to keep the hands fairly close. You know, there's a sort of this area around the body that you've got to try to stay within to stop the lateral deviation. Here's an exaggerated wide sweep, and you can see that body being thrown from side to side. It's another nice demonstration of high elbow recovery. Again, made harder in the endless pool here, but if you keep things compact, keep things small, and even though the water's pushing against you and magnifying the fault, if you can just minimize that, keep the momentum small and forwards, then you should stay straight. Careful not to overdo the high elbow and the rotation. You can see how the hands are just sweeping across the center line a little bit and opening up the surface area of the forearm, creating a little drag. This is the clock drill that's talked about in the article. Nice way to just practice getting the hands exiting in a nice vertical alignment rather than sort of generating that sweeping, but you do need the good rotation to hold this position. So hands exit, they pause, and you can just carry on up and over, or just break through as we did there.